Welcome to the North Gym as it is the Bullard Knights taking on the Edison Tigers here and CMAC Sports. Hi everyone, I'm Adrian Lovino alongside Brent Hampar-Zumian. Brent, this is going to be a big rivalry matchup. They went 5 sets in their last game that they had against each other. What is going to be the keys to the match for you?
Yeah, the keys, first of all, is definitely just keep the serve in. There's no bigger rally killer than missing your serve. So that's the first one. Keep your serve in, keep it consistent, serve tough, make the other team work to get a good pass. The second, on the other side of that, is have solid serve receive. You don't want to get ace. Get that ball nice and high in the air for the center to get under so they can put a good ball to the outside hitter. And lastly is control the middle of the court. And what that means is establish the middle blocker attack early, because once you can establish the middle blocker as a threat, then it opens up the entire offense for the setter to set to both outsides. And it makes it really hard on the opposing block and defense. So whichever team can get their serves in, pass well, and establish the middle, they'll be good to go for tonight.
Now you played in this rivalry matchup. It's been a few years ago, but still, how huge is it? No matter what the records are, throw those out the window.
Yeah.
What is it like just to play between Edison and Bullard?
Any league match is always important. There's always a chip on your shoulder playing another team. And everyone thinks of Bullard and Edison as a football and basketball rivalry, which it definitely is, but there's no love lost when it comes to volleyball, that's for sure. We always love playing each other, so it's going to be a good one. They went to five sets like last time, and Bullard came out with the win. So, you know, Edison's going to come in with a chip on their shoulder, definitely.
You mentioned Edison. Edison's looking at their first win in the CMAC play. They're 0-4 so far this season at a 3-13 record. For Bullard, they sit in second place behind Madera. Bullard has a 4-3 record in the CMAC conference and 11-17 overall. But as I said, they're all chasing Madera at 17-7, perfect 6-0. If you're in this spot with Bullard, you obviously see Madera at 6-0, perfect. What do you keep on? Just keep on playing your game? Just keep on rolling, keep on sticking to your game plan? Don't even worry about making up those games so far?
Yeah, if you're down like that, I definitely say.
We'll go ahead and pause for the national anthem really quick. Welcome back to the North Gym. Starting line is about to be announced for both Bullard and Edison. As Jared mentioned earlier, how Madera was in first place and Bullard sits back at second. 6-0 for Madera, 4-3 for Bullard. You mentioned he's sticking to your game plan, he's taking focus so far this whole season.
Yeah, you can only control the games you're playing. So go out there if you're Bullard, get every single win you can, and actually play Madera one more time because you play each team in your league twice. So the next match, Madera, try to get the job done, get a big sweep. That will help bring up a game on them. But from then on, win every game you can, and then hopefully it all works out for them. That's got to be your mindset. Focus on your game, let everything else happen around you.
Edison getting announced right now. Just see Bullard wearing those multicolored volleyballs, getting ready to throw those into the stands. Crowd filling in near the North Gym. As a reminder, we're on CMAC Sports on CMAC.tv, Comcast Channel 94 and AT&T Channel 99. Adrian Lovin alongside Brent Hampar-Zumian.
And number 23, Moonlight Joe Rock.
So now it's time for the Bullard starting lineup.
Now it's time.
Let's get their music ready before they get it on.
Now it's time to meet and greet your ladies from Bullard High School. Number 3, Senior Emma Hyatt. Areola. Number 7, senior Lauren Dixon. Number 10, senior Cyan Lee. Number 11, junior Mynita Grisham. Number 12, junior Jenna McCarrion. Number 14, junior Katie McCormick. Number 15, freshman Emily Eldridge. Number 17, freshman Kadiana Maybe. Number 18, senior Tori Albert. Number 21, junior Haley Getz. And number 24, senior Corinne Kavakovich. Ladies and gentlemen, your Bullard Knights.
So Bullard gets announced. Huge, good job to the PA announcer announcing that one. I love the intensity.
Oh,
that
yeah.
old school Chicago Bulls theme song playing in the background. Both teams meeting at midcourt before they get started. Bullard absolutely pumped up, as well as Edison as they get into their huddles. Intensity for sure between these two teams. No love lost, rivalry game. What more could he ask for here on CMAC Sports?
I know these guys.
Music absolutely blasting in the North Gym. Knights and Tigers. Adrian Webino alongside Brent Hamparzumian. Minutes away from action. Referees going their last checks. Make sure each team's prepared for the matchup. Checking numbers as well. The Knights are led by Coach Will Staley. For Edison, it's Luke McFadden in charge of the Tigers. Tigers getting ready to serve. Mackenzie Super ready to start the matchup. Substitution already putting a libero in the Tigers.
Serving for set 1, number 21, Mackenzie Super.
Mackenzie Super ready to get this matchup underway. Puts it in play. Bullard set it. Far side. Dumps it. And hits the ground. Point for Bullard early on. Peyton Langlow
Langlow.
there for the point.
Serving for Bullard, number 3.
Serving for Bullard, Eimer High. Whistle.
Yeah, it looks like an out of rotation call there. That's what the refs are checking for before the match, making sure they're in rotation. It seems like some players in the back row for Edison were overlapping one of each other. Oh, actually the setter jumped a little bit too early on that serve.
So Height will go back. Play it in play. Edison set it. Goes in for the kill. Gets bumped up by Height. Moves on. Play it in. Gresham. Put it back to Edison's side. Gets sent down. Save. That'll be an Edison point. What do you see there, Brent?
Yeah, that was a good out-of-system ball to the outside. Out-of-system what happens when the ball isn't exactly perfect. The outside hitter just tries to control the ball, put it deep, and she gets the kill.
Ella Beeb back to serve for the Tigers. Height sets it up. Sent down by Langlo. The point for Bullard.
A really athletic play by Peyton Landlow there. The set wasn't really far outside, but she got her body around the ball and put it to the far corner. Didn't try to do too much with it.
Served up by Langlo. The Tigers point after it's the net. So back to the Tigers. Goes Michaela Grimes. Michaela Grimes sends it over the net. Tigers push it back down. Height set it up. Langlo sends it back. Grimes plays it over the net, but a point for Bullard.
Yeah, double contact there. For those watching at home that aren't quite sure what a double contact is, that's when the ball is taken with the hands and comes out with a little too much spin on it.
Knight sending over, out of play. Point for the Tigers. Unfortunate mistake for the Knights. In the sub in for the Tigers is Daniela Hernandez for Santa Che. So service substitution, Hernandez goes to the play. Height will set it up. Gresham plays it over. Tigers looking to set on their end. Gets into the other side of the court and it goes. Point Tigers.
Great cut shot there. Put it right along the neck, and Katie McCormick was playing defense just a bit too far off the net there to pick that one up, but that's just a great shot.
Hernandez, once again serving. Height sets it, gets sent down, out of play by Haley Getz. Point for the Tigers.
Yeah, good idea by Emma there. Listen to the keys of the game. Tried to establish the middle early. If I were her, I'd go back to the middle right now and try to get Haley Getz into it.
Hernandez serves for the third time. Height setting up for Gresham, and it goes down. Gresham with the kill. She gives Bullard the 5th point to even the matchup. So Gresham will come off. Again, Mappine come on to serve for the Knights. So server substitution.
And this is that double sub that Bullard likes to run. They run a 2-setter offense. So Kadiana Mapine is a second setter for Bullard besides Emma Hyatt.
So now we're tipped by the Knights. Put back into play by the Tigers. They send across. Gonna go out. Point for the Knights. And they take a 6-5 lead. So the freshman setter, Mapine, says it over the net. Just serve it to net. The point for the Knights. Mapine back for her third time. Puts it just over the net. Knights setting it. Grimes played it over. Knights quickly sent it their way. On the air. Gets Eltrick. Goes out of play. Be a Tiger point.
Back to serve for Edison,
Lily Pacheco. Pacheco, her serve will go out. So a huge error. Give the Knights a point.
Yeah, after a big Knight run like that, you just want to get back there and keep that serve in, but gave the ball right back to Knights on that one.
McCormick sends it over. Knights look to tip it. Be a point for the Tigers.
Oh, lift call there. Looks like the middle blocker, Haley Getz, just had that ball for a little too long in her hands. We saw her take that ball below her chin. That's usually a lift call.
So after the violation, Edison put it back to play. A point for the Tigers as Peyton Langlo sends it for the kill. Langlo opposing her will early in this match. Haley Getz back to serve for Bullard.
Serving for Bullard, number 21, Haley Getz.
Getz sends it over and it goes out of play.
Point.
So we have points for the Tigers. Edison will make their substitution. Chang will check back in. Hernandez will come off. Mackenzie Super back to serve for Edison.
Yeah, both teams with a couple service errors early, so one of them to be looking forward to take advantage of the free points they've been given so far.
And Super serve will go out. Play. Going back and forth right there, huh, Fred?
Yeah, exactly. And here comes another double sub for Bullard. Emma Hyatt's coming in to set from the back row. So that leaves Bullard with 3 hitters in the front row at all times because the setter never truly rotates up into the front row. Once the setter goes up, the new setter comes in to take her place in the back.
So Hyatt, her serve, the ace.
Great serve.
Hyatt with the ace gives Bullard an 11-8 lead here in the North Gym.
In our last CMAC Sports broadcast, Emma Hyatt had 6 ace serves, so she's going to try to one-up that tonight.
Tigers play it over. Save it. Hyatt, give it off to Hassan. Plays it over the net. Tigers to kill it down, and it will be in play for a point for the Tigers. As that ball just pointed at the line right there.
Exactly. As a middle blocker, you don't want to try to hit to the middle of the court because that's where the block is. You either want to turn it to your right or left and aim for the sideline, and the middle blocker got her body all the way around that and put it down on the right side. Unplayable if you're a defender.
Habibi back to serve for the Tigers. Plays it over. Hyatt sets it up
Nice
for Dixon,
serve.
and Lauren Dixon will kill it.
That's a great pass and serve receive. Quick pace, low.
Taking a look at Dixon's play. As Hyatt sets her up
Yeah,
perfectly.
quick tempo set right there.
Turn back to the action. Tigers play it over. Hyatt setting up, doesn't set up Dixon, goes to Gresham. Hyatt goes out wide to Eltrich. She gets blocked. Gresham's turn, sends it down for the kill. What a sequence of play right there.
Exactly,
to
definitely.
Keep the composure, right?
Yep, exactly. And a big set there by the Edison outside hitter, Michaela Grimes, in that first ball. Outside hitter, but putting a great ball outside. So good effort by the Tigers there.
Laying low, plays it over. Edison, the miscommunication, forcing their pass a little too far, but they keep it on. Play. Set up for Gresham. Gresham plays it over. Edison knocked it around. Bullard trying to keep play for the point for the Tigers. As Bullard couldn't get to it in time for his to deck.
Grimes to serve for Edison.
Michaela Grimes back for Edison. He'll stay in for an ace. For a service ace for Michaela Grimes. Huge point for the Tigers.
Yeah, Grimes is carrying this Edison team so far. A couple big kills, big service ace, and now the Edison Tigers are just 2 points down.
Grimes with another ace. You said it perfectly, Brent, carrying this team.
Yep, and if you're in serve receive, that's tough. One serve goes back line, so you try to take a step back and handle it. The next one goes short when you're playing on your heels. So Michaela Grimes is doing her job from the service line.
And her serve will go straight to the net. Yeah, point for the night.
That's okay. That's 2 aces to 1 error. A team's looking for a 2-to-1 ratio with aces to error, so the Edison Tigers will take that.
We saw him serving for Bullard. The Knights get a point after the Tigers can't control on their side of the court.
When the libero's setting that ball, you want to keep that just a bit out off the net so the outside hitter can handle it.
Saw it serve it again. Knights trying to send it down. Keep it in play. When the Tigers go out of play. And the Tigers will get a point. The substitution as Chang will come off. And Daniela Hernandez will come on to serve for the Tigers.
Danielle Hernandez to serve for Edison.
Hernandez plays it on her height, sets it up. Forgets. Tigers keep it in play. Sends it over. Langla bumps it. Gresham tries to pull it down. She does.
Wow, big pass and serve receive there before the kill by Kuki Roussan. Moving to her right, laying out, and still putting up a perfect 3-ball pass so the Knights can run the middle and establish that offense.
As you mentioned on the broadcast, the Knights left making that double substitution. That
Exactly.
team back to serve. Tigers set it up at his block. Tigers reset, play it over, kept in play by the Knights. McCormick hit it over. Tigers touching down. What a great point by Edison. Make sure the rally goes on their side for the point. Brett, if I told you that Edison team was 3-13, would you believe me?
Not yet so far. They're playing tough. Despite Bullard's great plays, they're hanging in there, playing scrappy and putting good balls up.
Maypeen will bump it over. Eltrich is trying to get a point for the Tigers. Get pushed back and play just in between the basketball net. That's over for a Bullard point. Nice skying that ball everywhere.
Exactly. Way to trace it down there. Usually when the ball gets up that high, players will kind of freak out and not know where the ball's going to bounce. He's got to track it and put a free ball over.
Tigers set it up. They're outside here. Tigers keeping it playing with the block by the Knights. Maypeen set it up for Eltrich. Grimes keeps it alive for the Tigers. Gets sent over by Edison. Maypeen far side to Langlow. Kept in play by the Tigers. Both Tigers going for it. We got a point for the Knights.
Double point.
Timeout Edison. The Knights have an 18-14 lead here in the first set at the North Gym.
Yeah, good timeout call there by the Edison head coach. When you're down by 4 points in a game of 25, it's not insurmountable, but you're slowly running out of time to make that comeback. And the head coach saw Edison make 2 setting errors, a lift call, a couple missed serves, so she wants to bring them over, just calm them down, maybe establish their new offense right now, where do they want to go after this first ball, and also just to ice the Bullard server. She's on a little streak right now, so what I'm going to do is call a timeout, get her thinking about her serve, and hopefully get a service error and bring the lead down to 3.
As you mentioned, Bullard making their run, trying to keep their second place position in the CMAC. They're 11-17 so far this season, 4-3 in the CMAC conference. So Luke McFadden hoping that timeout will work out for Edison. Back to serves Katie McCormick for the Knights. Tigers send it over the net. Ball set up for Eltrich. Be a point for the Knights.
Yeah, that was a net violation on number 23 on Moonlight Jobrack, their outside hitter.
Tigers push it over. I mean, they're a point. Nice little dump play right there by the Edison.
Yeah, a few of the Knights players asking for the net violation there by the setter, but it seems like the ball contacted the top of the tape, not the setter's hand.
Joe Rack serves it, and she'll get a point for the Tigers, and the Knights couldn't keep it off the court. Highly contested first set here in the North Gym. Maypeen sends the far side to Langlow. Langlow puts it away. Langlow with the kill.
Yeah, big time set to the outside there. Kept that ball in tempo. It was kind of a low pass. She got her feet, squared her hips. That was a perfect location on the set.
Tigers side of Grimes just bump it over. Maypeen sets it up for Dixon. Dixon sends it home.
And there's the middle attack for the Knights. They're going after the middles as much as they can.
Ball go out of play on the serve. McCormick couldn't play it in. Substitution for the Tigers. Chang will come back in for Hernandez.
And serving Mackenzie Soper.
Mackenzie Soper. McCormick has to touch to keep it in play. Langlow will force it over. Grimes looking to get set. She goes down on a block by the Knights. Gets bumped up. Edison keep it in play. Grimes once again getting set up. Just to kill it home. A violation will be called on the Tigers, so a point for Bullard.
Yeah, net violation on Michaela Grimes. Set was a little too tight, and she should have gone up and very calmly just tipped it to a corner, but she came in a little too hard. Now if she put the ball down and landed, she brushed up against the net. She couldn't really control her momentum there.
Hyatt, she's accustomed to being the #1 server for Bullard. Hyatt keeps it in play. Gets bumped over outside the back row. Tigers, let's go home, gets blocked away by the Knights. So Edison will get a point as Moonlight Jobrock will rack it up for the Tigers.
Yeah, I was talking with the coach before the game, and he mentioned the 2 outside hitters and be running the offense tonight. And even with an outside hitter in the back row, you saw the setter go to her, and she got the back row attack, which you don't see too often.
Miss hit by the Knights. They salvage it, send it over. Ball gets up on the far side of your screen. Nice keep it in play. Langlow plays it over. Grimes keeps it in play. Tigers push it over. Height sets it up for the back row. McCormick. Grimes getting set. Plays down, gets blocked by Bullard. Hits the net, and it'll be a Knight point.
And they go to Jobrock in the back row there again, trying to get another kill, but goes in the net, and the Knights had a big double block up there, so not much space for her to work with.
Langlow, her serve for some issues for the Tigers, as multiple Tigers went into the stands. So Langlow here on match point. Excuse me, not match point, set point, excuse me. Getting a little too excited there. Not over yet, right, Brent?
Yeah, it's got a long way to go. Best of 5.
Height plays it over. Miscommunication between her and Dixon. Dixon motioning to herself that it was her bad on that play.
Yeah, it looks like Emma was trying to go for the shoot set, which is a really hard set to run if the setter in the middle are not on the same page. So it looks like the ball just got by her a little too fast.
So Grimes will serve it. Height. We set it far side from McCormick. Gets blocked by the Tigers. Height puts to Gresham. Gresham, her ball gets kept alive by the Tigers. Gets blocked. It's a great job by Grimes to keep it in play. Height goes far side McCormick. McCormick gets blocked and a net violation. Awful, gives the Tigers a point.
Great dig by the Edison setter, Mackenzie Soper, stepping into the gap in the block and taking that one and giving up a perfect pass, actually. That was very impressive to see.
Grimes, miscommunication by the Knights. Grimes, big. 24-21 here in the first set. Tigers making a run. Grimes has multiple kills, service aces, and add another one to her service ace category in the stat sheet. Grimes has absolutely been on fire for the Tigers in this first set.
Yeah, no need to worry for the Knights yet. It's still 24-22. You still have 2 set points going your way. So all you have to do as a back row player is focus on getting that ball nice and high in the air for Emma Hyatt to get under and set.
Grimes making her run, and another service ace for Grimes. Timeout, Bullard. Necessary, trying to make Grimes to think about her next set.
Exactly. When a server goes up and does that to you when you have 5 straight set points, you got to call a timeout and just try to ice her, regroup your defense. You can see the girls playing back row are a little bit rattled, so good timeout call by Coach Daly.
Here's Grimes serve. Absolutely no answer. I'm just going to put it up right there.
And you see she's contacting the ball when she serves above the plane of the net. So that ball, right when she contacts it, it's already going straight down. You see a lot of serves when they hit the hand will rise, then fall. Hers is already on its way down, as if it's like a front row hit. So that ball's moving down. It's hard to get your feet under and get it up in the air. And you saw 3 straight in a row go short of the defenders. That ball's dipping down very fast.
Grimes showing what she can do for the Tigers, as they're looking for their first win in the CMAC. Hard to believe this Edison team is 3-13.
Yeah, definitely is. They're playing good volleyball tonight.
As you mentioned in rivalry, throw out the records. This is true.
Exactly.
So Grimes looking to continue her set on this Tigers run. She puts it in play. Kept up. Net by Rice again tonight. And Edison comes storming back to tie this match in the first set up at 24-24.
It looks like a back row attack by Emma Hyatt. Since she is a back row setter, she's not allowed to contact the ball above the plane of the net and put it over the net. So they got to take that ball off the net if you're a passer.
So Grimes right into the net. Bullard while they've been, 25-24.
That's what it takes sometimes. Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck if a server's going back there hitting hard serves. The Knights luck out a little bit there.
We've back on set point. Tigers will keep it in play as they send it over. Height sends it Gresham. Gresham sends it down for the kill. And the Knights will take the first set 26-24.
Great tempo set to the backside. They call that a go set. A little faster than a normal opposite set, so there's a big gap in the block, and you saw the opposite hitter take advantage of that and hit it off the inside blocker's left hand and put it away.
Huge first set for Emma Height as well as her teammates Lauren Dixon, Osuna, and Langlow. But that run by Edison Grimes to force anything.
Yeah, that was huge. They almost took that set solely because of Michaela Grimes' serving run. So if you're Edison, that's a lot of momentum coming to the second game. Yeah, you lost the first set, but you came back, and hopefully you try to take that into the next set, definitely.
So if you're here, if you're Coach McFadden here for Edison, what do you tell your team? You lost a highly emotional first set. What are you saying to them?
Yeah, what I say to them is, brush that off. You got to have a short-term memory in volleyball. You play 1 point at a time, and right there, Edison had a lot of bad pass and serve receive balls off the net. Those are called out-of-system balls where the setter can't get there and run the offense she wants. So if they get those balls a little bit closer to the net, they can have their setter, Mackenzie Soper, and actually run their 2 star outsides. So if they just calm down a little bit and serve receive, get their feet there, get that ball up in the air, they're going to be good to go for this next set.
Just some highlights for you on this first set. Hopefully you can see a lot of Grimes. They see your Grimes right there, making her opposition swarm around the court. Emma Height setting aggression far
that was
side.
that set point. Yep.
That was huge right there.
Yep, the go set.
Height sending aggression once again. She sends it down for the kill.
Yeah, and if I'm Bullard, I'm setting Manita Gresham a little bit more on the backside. Whenever she gets a nice tempo ball, she puts that ball down. She's a really strong hitter, so in order to run it, and they see again a big kill from her on the backside. So whenever they can, I would set Manita Gresham, use your workhorse.
Peyton Langlow's on the outside. She's doing a great job.
Exactly.
With Emma Height's play. You see her right there.
Yep.
Perfectly timed, right? You got lucky on that one. Dixon just plays it right there on that line.
Yeah, middle blocker, it's kind of a misconception. You really don't need to hit the ball too hard, not with much velocity. If you can pinpoint that ball to the back line and into the corners, which are zones 1 and 5 on the volleyball court, the ball doesn't have to go that hard because no one's playing defense there. And that's what she did right there. Not too much pace on it, but it goes right to the back line. You can't do anything about that if you're the Edison defense.
You're mentioning Grimes serves, and she went on that run, how they're dipping down already, and how much that causes Bullard problems.
Exactly. Every team, it seems like, has a big-time server like that. So if you're Coach Staley, if you're the Knights, when she goes back to serve, you're not worried about running a perfect pass, trying to run a perfect combination audible offense. All you're worried about is, hey, let's get this ball up, let's put a good controlled ball in, and let's get out of this rotation. If you have a good server like that, you can't really do a whole lot with it. So just try to stay calm and get a point any way you can. Whether it's a miss serve, an error, you'll take it there.
Nice handshake we just saw on your screen by the Tigers.
Yeah.
We need to start creating something like
I
that.
know,
right,
yeah.
Brent?
We'll get it next game.
That's for sure. We'll practice enough to get it down on air. So Height will be back for Bullard. Getting ready to start the second set here in the North Gym. Hells Bells playing over.
Oh yeah, classic rock.
Getting mute bumped. I can't imagine how much these players feed off that music energy.
I know when we played, we didn't have music play between games, so I wish we had some AC/DC playing.
Emma Height puts it in play. Grimes going to make her opposition. Worry again. Gets served in the net by Height. Knights did a great job keeping in play. Get a point for the Tigers.
Wow.
In the second set.
Great set by the outside hitter, not the setter, Jobrack. Setting the ball all the way cross court, not just setting a ball off the net, actually putting a good ball on the tape so the other outside can get a big swing out of it.
Now she made it look easy. How hard is that?
Yeah, that's tough to do, especially if you're not a setter.
For Edison. Play quick over the net. Gresham trying to dump it over, and it falls to the court. So Mynita Gresham keeping the Knights even. In the second set. Peyton Langlow back to serve, the senior. Tigers sky it up in the air. Moonlight Jabarot sends it over, and she'll get a point for the Tigers.
That's a huge swing. That was just the out of system ball. Most players would just try to keep that ball in, just try to live to play another point. She goes right after it, hits it down the line. It takes a lot of confidence to put a swing down like that.
So Dave will check in for the Tigers, goes in the front row. B sends it out. Hot Dixon sends it too far. Be a point for the Tigers.
Yeah, set was just a bit low there. If you're a middle blocker on a low set, you just got to worry about tipping it. Don't try to do too much and put it to the back corner.
BB plays it out. Be a service error for the Tigers. Be a point for the Knights. Cookie Rosad. Cookie sends it over the net. Grimes softly finds a weak spot in the Knights formation.
Yep. That's a big play. Hit on the ball on the outside. You saw right before that attack, she looked down, saw the defense, saw the big hole in the block, and just rolled it to where nobody was.
So 4-2 with Grimes back to serve. Ball right on the net. Edison play it over. Knight do the same. Gets put down by Super. He couldn't keep it in place. The Knights looking to come back because they're down by 1 point.
And there they go again, running Mynita Gresham on the outside, their big hitter, and she makes them pay right there.
Cody Mapine served it for the Knights. Ball hits the net. A point for the Knights. So the Knights even it up in the second set at 4-4. Grimes bump it over, gets set up by the Tigers. Hard. Ball goes over the line. Another point for the Knights as they regain the lead.
Yeah,
in the
big
second
swing
set.
on the outside there. She saw she was trying to go for the hands, just trying to get the touch, but missed the block there, so it went sailing out of bounds. And they go to her again.
This time a little softer. Knights keep it in play. Be a point for the Knights as a whistle gets sounded.
Yeah, good call by the down referee there, paying attention when the ball's not even close to the net and calling the net violation.
Mapine trying to force a run of her own for the Knights. She keeps it in play. Just blocked by the Tigers. Tigers reset. Langlow kept it alive. Ball falls to the court. Tigers looking to force it over. Do just that. What a great rally we have between both the Tigers and Knights. Goes over the basketball court net. The basket almost interfering in play. This rally keeps on going, but the Tigers can't keep it up. Knights take a huge rally point. They're up 7-4.
Yeah, Lily Pacheco, despite losing the point with the Tigers, MVP of the point right there. She made 3 digs. That last one, she pancaked it with her palm and just wasn't able to get it up enough for them to play back over.
Pacheco once again couldn't keep it up. Mapine with the service ace. Mapine creating a run for Bullard in the second set. Mapine keeps it up. Langlow play it over. Ball hits the net, goes over. The McCormick. Pacheco keeps it up. Grimes sends it over. McCormick goes to set up, goes over the hands of Grimes. And the Knights go up 9-4.
Yeah, he definitely think Michaela Grimes wants that one back. She wanted that ball go out and just barely touched her fingers.
Tigers looking to reset on this kill, and they do just that. Sandra Chain with a hard kill to the court.
Yeah, the hard angle swing. Gutsy move there. When you hit the ball that hard of angle, you slowly start to run out of court to work with, and she still kept it in there.
So after her big swing, Chain will come out. Daniela Hernandez comes in to serve for the Tigers. May P looking to set up her front row play for Kansas Super, and the Knights will get the point.
A great read by the Edison libero. Pacheco just got to angle your body back towards the court so the ball starts going towards the net. But still, great job nonetheless of reading that spot and stepping down the line.
So back to service, Cade McCormick for the Knights. Pacheco sends it over to Moonlight Strubberot. The violation against the Knights gives
Lift
Edison
call.
a point.
Yeah, the up referee called a lift call there. You saw Haley Getz pass that ball with an open palm. It seemed like the ball kind of stuck to her palm there, so they called the lift.
So after the lift call, Pacheco back to serve it up for the Tigers. Pacheco, get her hands on it. Gets into Grimes. Grimes faces over. Nice dig by Rosan. McCormick. Her ball goes out of play. So the Tigers will get a point. Pacheco looking to create a run for Edison. Langley. Roussan will just play it over for the Knights. Roussan, smart heads up play, letting that ball go out, not chasing it down. The Knights get a point.
Yep, if you're playing left back defense, it's really easy to defend the middle because anything to your left is out of bounds. So right when that ball's coming to your left shoulder, you just let it go, it's gonna sail out.
Haley Getz was serving for the Knights. Can't be kept up by the Knights. Bullard gets a point as Moonlight. Joe Barak kills it down.
And Mackenzie Soper with an amazing set there. Caught me off guard too and caught the Bullard block off guard. She had a huge gap in that block to work with.
So Joe Barak after the kill goes back to serve. Ball goes straight over the referee, a Tiger point.
And once again, you see the Edison Tiger outside hitters carrying this offense.
Joe Barak plays it over. She keeps it up. Set up by Super. Joe Barak. Super just dump it over. Nice play by Mackenzie Super. Just playing it over the net.
Yeah, that was always one of my favorite plays as a setter, just to go up with two hands high, then all of a sudden tip that ball over to where no one's standing. If you're a defender, you got to be ready for a dump like that, especially when the setter's front row.
And meanwhile, Joe Barak's serve goes straight into the net. The Knights point. How does that make their double substitution? Emma Height go back to serve for the Knights. Edison forcing a competitive game with Bullard so far. Grimes sends it over, kept it alive on his dig. Nice job by Rosan. Gets blocked as the Tigers get back on the board. King will come back in for Daniela Hernandez.
And Tigers doing great air-free volleyball right now. Knights are making the errors and Tigers just keeping it in play.
Height looking to set over by the net. She gets called for a violation. Tigers get a point, and even this setup at 12-12.
And that's a disadvantage right there if you're running a back row setter offense exclusively, because you can't go up and attack that ball. You have to try to set it, and it's so hard when the ball's passed that tight.
And the Tiger serve goes out of bounds. Soper couldn't keep it in play for Edison. Langlow back to serve for the Knights as they regain the lead 13-12 here in the second set. Joe Brock gets set up, palms it over. McCormick can just push it over the net. Trobrecht plays it over. They can get a right set on it. Let's get blocked in the net, but then Knights get a point.
Yeah, sometimes tipping it right to the middle of the court will work. If some of the players are used to a big swing out of you and you go back and take a little off speed, that's perfect. They'll catch them on their heels.
And Edison was ready for that big swing. So a nice little tip right there to catch him off guard, as he mentioned. The ball goes straight to the court as Chang played down. Sandra Chang. Yeah, great job so far here in the second set. And she's smiling with Grimes. Height setting up Dixon. Dixon pushes over Chang, keeps it alive. Goes straight to Grimes. Grimes with a kill. The Knights couldn't keep it up. So we're back even at 14-14.
Yeah, Knights ran that back one, which is an audible play, which is pretty tricky to defend, and Edison Tigers were all over it.
Height setting up Dixon. Dixon can't keep it in the court. Edison take the lead. Back to serve for the Tigers is Ababi. Height goes to McCormick. McCormick played down, and Bullard even up at 15.
Yeah, good job to get out of that rotation. Like I said, you got a good server back there. Don't worry about what it looks like. Just get the point and rotate.
Took it loose on. Back to serve for the Knights. Jobrock. Super Grimes with the swing. Dennis trying to keep it in play. Here, ball hits the net. Roussan couldn't put it over, so the Tigers get a point and regain the lead.
Having a setter that can put the ball all over the court like that is so tough on the Bullard Knights blockers, because they can't cheat over to any side. They have to wait till it's set and move quickly to block it.
Grimes. Her serve couldn't stay in. You put for the Knights as they're back even.
And they can have a big sigh of relief as the Edison server, their key server, puts one out on the first ball. So big break for the Knights, and 9 points to set point. They're going to try to take advantage of that and not let her back serving again this game.
Cordiana Mapine back to serve for the Knights. Grimes with an offset ball. Knights couldn't keep it up as Moonlight Joe Brock couldn't put it over the net. The Knights will get a point. That team plays it over. Edison just quickly play it over the net. Joe Brock gets set up. Big swing from her goes out of play. Bullard with the 18-16 lead in the second set. Timeout for Edison as the Tigers looking around as they trying to figure out where their tie and the lead went away.
Exactly. That happened quickly. That's how fast volleyball is. Before you know it, you can be down by a few points. It's actually a mirror image of the first set. The Edison Tigers in that first set called a timeout at 18-14. Now it's 18-16. Knights on a run again. So Knights going to try to push some points here, keep their serves in, error-free, get back to what they're good at, and hopefully not go on a big run like last time where they almost lost the first set. But it looks like they're safe right now because the big Edison server just missed their serve.
I have a replay for you to take a look at. Between the Tigers and the Knights. Grimes plays it over. Knights trying to block it. Grimes, again, as you mentioned, the first set just being impossible to stop. The second set, she's kind of tailed off, but she's still been a big server back there for the Tigers.
Yep. But luckily enough for the Edison Tigers, if one of their outside hitters kind of dies off a little bit, they got another all-star hitter to make up for her. And that's what Joe Brock's been doing for the Tigers this set.
The Maypeen gets ready to serve it. Pacheco plays it up to Super. Joe Brock sends it down as it falls to the court. She didn't expect the point to happen out of that.
No, that ball went right into the block. If you're the Knights block, you gotta penetrate the net, which you're allowed to do on the third touch. You're allowed to get over in the hitter's face. So if you're a blocker, penetrate the net and just put that ball straight down. Knights gotta be a little bit more aggressive on the net.
So Daniela Hernandez checks in for Sandra Chang as she serves it. May Peen play it up. Tigers. Grimes sends it over. Tigers looking for the big swing. Just touch at the net. Bullard keep it up. McCormick sends it over. Jobar just pushes it away. Back to the Knights. Hernandez keeps it up. Grimes calls for it. Plays it over. Super with the dump. Knights read it. Keep it up. Pacheco hits it. Hernandez goes to hit it over. Ball sent over at Jobarok. Tigers keep it alive. Goes again. Tigers again keeping it alive. Forcing the Knights. Asking themselves what is happening. And it finally falls to the court for a Bullard point. What a rally on that one.
I mean, that's momentum for both teams. Win or lose that point, that's got to hype you up. Libero making some great one-handed digs. Got to keep your composure now after an exciting point like that.
Grimes with the mistake as she just goes, the tip goes over her. And the Knights with a 20-17 lead.
And that can happen. If you lose a big rally like that, it could be easy to hang your head on that last one.
They lost that point. The Tigers are looking around at each other thinking, what just happened?
Exactly.
May Pete looking to go to Eltrick. Eltrick will send it home.
Just a bit out.
Point Knights was called by the PA. It'll be a Tiger point as he corrects himself. So we got a communication on that. Miscommunication for everyone.
Exactly.
Pacheco serves it over. Ball goes straight into the net. As Rusan couldn't put it over. So the Tigers come roaring back. Still down 1 point here in the second set. Bullard took the first set 26-24. Langlow goes down. Tigers will keep it alive. They just do that as Jobarok sends it over. Grimes looking to set up Jobarok. Langlow to Maypeen. Maypeen will just play it over. Grimes bumps into the air. Jobarok plays it out. And the ball falls as Maypeen couldn't get there for the night.
Yeah, Katie McCormick, you can tell, wants that back. When you have a back row center, you got to get that ball in the middle of a rally, 20 feet high, 5 feet off. That's the rule for passing in a big rally like that. Ball's a little too tight and low.
So even up at 20, service air for Pacheco. Bullard regained the lead. Haley Getz serving for Bullard. Hernandez keeps it up. Jobarok goes to Grimes. Grimes heads into the net. Knights get the 22nd point of this set.
Big side-out play right now for the Tigers. Going down 23-20 is tough to come back from.
Getz on second serve. Grimes can't keep it in the court as the ball goes flying into the stands. Haley Getz going on her run, and Coach Luke McFadden has seen enough as he calls a timeout for Edison, trying to break the momentum for the Knights.
Yep, right on cue with the timeout. 23-20, momentum's completely on the other side of the net. Call a timeout, talk to your players, try to relax them, and hope for a missed serve or it's a decent pass to serve receive and a big swing from one of your all-star outside hitters.
With Coach McFadden right here, your squad is so close in every single set so far. Is it one of those things where you just can't catch a lucky break for the Tigers?
Yeah, that's what it seems like so far. I mean, we just saw that last rally, which is, I'm already calling it the rally of the match. And when you lose that, that can have some reverberating effects. And it's pretty apparent. Since then, Tigers have been kind of flat, a few hitting errors, a few serve-receive errors. So if you're the coach, you're just saying, forget it. Hey, it's a game to 5 right now. They're already up 3. Let's score some points, hit some good serves after this, and try to get back in this game.
So Bullard just needs 2 more points to win this set. As Haley gets back to serve for the Knights. Grimes keeps it up. Jobarok puts it over McCormick. Play it back. Knights having trouble as they avoid their 4th hit. Serve violation, just let it fall. So Edison gets the point. Serving for the Tigers, Moonlight Bullard. Maypeen with a touch on it. She keeps it up. Nice save by the Knights. Pacheco teams up with Joe Barak. Grimes put it home. Can't. Knights go swing it over to Langlow. Langlow with the big swing. Pacheco keeps it up. Grimes just play it over. Maypeen goes far side to her outside hitter. Hits the net, so point for the Tigers.
Yeah, Knights are struggling a little bit in serve receive. Maybe watch out for a shift in serve receive, trying to get some new passers, but looks like they're staying with what they got.
We'll let Joe Barak trying to get the Tigers back in the draw. Ball falls to the court, point for the Knights. So set point for Bullard.
And right on time, here comes the Bullard Knights' best server, Emma Hyatt, the senior setter. Gonna try to close it out.
So Bullard's captain, as you mentioned, comes in to serve. Pacheco goes to Grimes. Hyatt keeps it up. Rasan bumps it over to Gresham. Super goes to Grimes. Grimes the big swing, and she gets the kill.
That's what you want out of one of your best players. When it comes down to it, game point, you don't want any timidness. You want to be confident, swing hard, get after it.
Sandra Chang comes in from front row for Daniela Hernandez. Super back to serve. Hyatt goes to Langlow. Hyatt keeps it up. Ball goes right to the net, and the Tigers tie this set up at 24-24. It's looking like deja vu of the first set.
Yep, we got another set going into the volleyball equivalent of overtime.
Tigers pouring their heart out, looking to get a result. Hooper sends it over. Hyatt sends it for Gresham. Gets blocked. Ball falls to Grimes. Grimes a light touch over. Goes off the head of Langlow. And Edison goes up 25-24 for this set point.
Yeah, miscommunication there. If you're Peyton Langlow, you got to charge it and take that ball. You're the outside hitter. You're in control of the front row defense.
Bullard take a timeout. Mackenzie Super with a run of her own for Edison.
Yep, exactly. So now Coach Staley is in the exact position that he's not want to be in. You're down one in the volleyball equivalent of overtime. Good timeout call. Just need to calm your players down and get a good pass inside out. Not much to it.
We talked about that timeout earlier. Certainly has worked so far. Just giving some highlights right here.
That's that ball hit off the
Outside hit
antenna.
is right there, yep. How huge is that when those balls hit right off the antenna when you know you're right there wishing you had that ball back playing with the court?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're an opposite hitter, that ball's kind of tough to hit because it's so far out, and you're expecting a more of an inside set, so all your momentum has to go backwards. And if it's already outside the antenna, your only shot is a really hard angle shot. So if I'm the opposite hitter, I'm just not really worrying about that one. It's a tough ball. Talk to my setter, tell her to keep that ball inside a little bit more for me and get back after it.
Soper back for the set point for the Tigers. Height with the step outside of Langlow, and the Tigers steal this set from the Knights' hand. So it gets mirrored over as Bullard won the first set 26-24. Edison take the second set 26-24 as both teams switch inside. If you're Bullard right here and you're playing right here, what are you thinking? You had this set in your hand.
Yep, it's pretty much the same thing. And here's that last set. It's a little too tight. You got to keep that ball off the net for Emma Hyatt if you're setting it. But yeah, it seems like almost the same thing happened at Edison. This unclutch errors at the end of that match there when it came down to crunch time. Just made some mental mistakes, couldn't execute plays, and let the game slip away. But no need to worry. Tied 1-1. Now it's a match best of three. First two games are done. You're tied. this next set's going to be huge. That's huge momentum going into the 4th set. So both teams are come out firing. If you're the coaches, just tell them, hey guys, I mean, we're even now, so let's get after it right now.
I know we keep on mentioning, we mentioned in the first set as well. Edison is 0-4 in the CMAC conference, 3-13. You said you couldn't believe how they're playing.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive. I mean, yeah, like we've kept saying, I mean, rivalry game, records out the window. I mean, both these teams are pretty evenly matched. Their skill sets complement one another. They both have strong outside hitters and good servers and a pretty solid serve receive and liberos. So when you got teams that are evenly matched like this, you're going to get a good game. Because if you have a team with a really good middle and a team with another middle that's not as great, you'll see one part of the game that's being dominated. But if a team's even, then you got a mirror.
Both teams coming off a loss in their last match. Is this one of those trap games I hear for Bullard?
Yeah, I mean, coming off a loss and you're coming back home, you're just gonna try to bounce back after that loss. Look at things you did wrong, and going against a team that's hasn't gotten a big win in CMAC yet, you could think you could have it in the bag, especially if you beat them last time in their home gym. So you got to come in, fresh mind. This is a new team, clearly a better Edison Tigers team they faced last time.
So back on October 3rd when these two teams met, Bullard escaped Edison with a 3-2 win. These two teams certainly familiar with each other. Played 5 sets in their last matchup. As Brent mentioned, it's best of 3 now. Favorite to win the next 2 sets, so this 3rd set is crucial to swing the momentum, as you mentioned.
And it's important to note now for people watching that if this match goes to a 5th set, that 5th set, of course, is only a game to 15. And we can talk a little bit more about strategy of the 5th set if we get to it, but that's something you want to keep in mind, because as a player, no one wants to play in a 5th set. It's high pressure, really small margin of error. So if you're the Knights and if you're the Edison Tigers, you're thinking to yourself, we got to win 2 straight, because no one wants to be in 5, because home court advantage goes out the window in a 5th set. Anything can happen. That's when the nerves set in.
You're watching girls volleyball between the Edison Tigers and the Bullard Knights on CMAC Sports, Comcast Channel 94, AT&T Channel 99, and on CMAC.tv. I'm Adrian Lovino alongside Brent Hamparzumian. You had the pleasure of announcing the last match with Madera South.
Yep.
How was that one?
It was fun. It's my first time announcing a volleyball match, so a little apprehensive coming into it, but it turned out to be not so bad. Just talking volleyball with my former head coach at Bullard, Coach Roy Verdusco. So it was fun. It was a really good time. Knights got the win. It was a great game.
When you see this tennis together, do you miss playing?
Yeah, I mean, you always miss it. I mean, you grew up playing a sport, and you come back, and I still coach now, so I'm still around the game a little bit. I still play in my free time. So, yeah, of course, you always miss it. It's always fun, but you move on, try to be involved in the sport and other facets besides playing. But, yeah, it's definitely fun playing here. Made some of my best friends playing volleyball, and these girls are the same way. A lot of these girls are best friends to one another. These memories are going to last a lifetime. That's what it's all about, playing high school sports.
You said it. So many times you get wrapped around the emotion of who wins and who loses, but it's really about the experience in high school. Let's hope we're back to serve for the Tigers as you're about to get a 3rd set started. Hyatt plays it back over, gets blocked by the Tigers emphatically. Hyatt plays it over, not risking another block. Gets that down for a kill by the Tigers, and the Tigers absolutely love it on their side of their court.
Yeah, Amani Abed getting herself into this game. She's been a little bit quiet in the front row, but a big block out of the back row, quick transition, and a huge kill out of the middle. So if the Tigers get their middle presence up, that could be huge.
That smile said it all. She's very happy to get that kill. Ball falls to the court. Miscommunication by the Tigers. It's the Bullard, their first point of this set.
Yeah, if you're a setter and you can't get there, you got to scream help at the top of your lungs. And you saw the setter a little late on the call there, so it fell.
Emma Hyatt, Bullard's captain. Ball goes straight to the net. With the Knights with a quick point.
And there's Emma Hyatt's tough float serve.
The senior server. Her serve goes out of play as Grimes will watch it go over the court.
Back to serve, Amani Abe.
Amani Ababy had a monster kill earlier. And now with a service ace of her own to add.
Yep, doing it all.
Front row setting doesn't matter for her. So McCormick will come off. Kovakovic will check into the back row. Mappine Hyatt to Dixon. Dixon with a big swing goes out of play. Tigers with the third point.
And you see Corinne Kovakovic check in the front row, taking the spot of junior hitter Katie McCormick, who's having a little bit trouble in serve receive. So Coach Taylor taking her out to calm her down. You'll definitely see her back in this match.
Abib plays it over. Hyatt back to Dixon. Dixon gets called for a net violation. Tigers with the point.
Yeah, passed a little bit too tight in serve receive. When you have Emma Hyatt running from the back row, you got to get it high enough in the air so she can get her feet set under it.
Abib, her serve goes straight into the net. Point for the night. McCormick will come back in.
Yeah, McCormick with the breather, like I just said, gets talked to by one of the assistant coaches on the bench. Calm her down. Now she's back in the game in the front row.
Langlow going back to serve. Grimes hits it over. Falls down as Dixon couldn't keep control of it. Tigers take a 6-3 lead in the third set. Grimes. Hyatt gets there. Ball gets sent over by Roussan. Joe Barak with a big swing. She gets a little help by the back line up to Knights. The Tigers get another point in the third set.
Yeah, awesome swing on the outside, going high line, not putting a bunch of speed on it, just putting it down the line where no one is.
Grimes. Hyatt with aggression. Gets digged by Pacheco. Joe Barak, another big swing. This time the Knights are there. Grimes puts it in play. Chang. Ball goes over the net. Better go out of play. Tigers up 8-3.
Yeah, despite the error, that's still a good rally for the Knights. They run the go, backside set, which they haven't run. Emma Hyatt pushes the ball to the outside. She gets a good dig, so nothing to worry about there. Good rally.
Both teams fighting to make it into the playoffs. Tigers got a point. Both towards the bottom of the standings, respectively, in the Division 1 and Division 3 standings. Bullard in Division 1, Tigers in Division 3. Will Staley called a timeout. Staley obviously didn't like what he was seeing from his team.
Good timeout call there. It's only 9-3, 6 points. It's still pretty early, but if you don't get rid of the errors right now, it can slowly start to accumulate. Then pretty soon, you're up in the mid-teens and the game's on the line. So you got to call a timeout earlier rather than later. Get the team regrouped, refocused, figure things out on the bench, and get it going right now.
Tigers certainly playing their hearts out. Has mentioned on your side. Here's Hyatt setting it up to the back row. Gets blocked by Abib. Abib getting it done from the front row and serving. And here's service ace. She's doing everything as well as Grimes.
This is crucial now for Grimes. Whenever a team calls a timeout when you're serving, what you have to do is come back in and make your serve. You always make a serve after a timeout.
And Grimes has certainly had trouble after the timeout.
Yep.
She gets ready to set it up. Grimes, as we just mentioned, having that trouble off the timeout as the Knights get their fourth point of the set.
Knights get out of the rotation. That's a tough rotation for them with the center coming from all the way to the back row.
So Roussan plays it over. Jabarot trying to go in the middle. Gresham just pushes it over. Pacheco sends it into the air. Gets set up by Super Gemma with a big swing. Multiple tips by the Knights. The Tigers look at the point.
think it was a lift call in the middle. Haley gets number 21 there. Tough ball is kind of pinballing between her and Manita Gresham, so tough play.
Fernandez back to serve for the Tigers. Height with a dump. Tigers there to force it over the net. Corbett plays it over, and the Knights will get the point.
And that's a confidence-boosting kill for Katie McCormick there. She's been struggling in serve-receive, like I said, but nothing helps your serve-receive like getting a big kill like that. It's all about confidence. You'll take it anywhere you can get it.
Mapping back to serve for the Knights. Grimes, big swing. We saw him there. McCormick touches it over.
Yep.
Aaron touched by Hernandez gives the Knights the point.
If the Knights can get McCormick going, they're going to be in good shape because in our last broadcast, Katie McCormick was one of the MVPs in the match.
Maypeen back to serve again for the Knights. They're winning the point. Nice little dump by Jamrock, but it goes out of play. The Knights took another point. Maypeen was in the hand of other runs for the Knights earlier in the match. Looking to do the same in the third set. Jamrock forced to serve it open. Maypeen tries to set up Getz. Getz likes to go soft up the big swing. Ball gets touched at the net by the Knights. Maypeen goes from McCormick. Gets called for a lift. Point Tigers.
Yeah, double. Could have been a lift or a double contact, honestly. The ref had his choice there. That ball just kind of stuck to her hand. Sometimes that'll happen as a setter. That ball, those game balls are really slick, so sometimes they can be tough to set later in a match.
Pacheco, that was over. It's knocked around at the net. Maypeen resets. And the Knights couldn't put it over. The Eltrich shot goes into the net.
Yeah, the freshman outside hitter, Emily Eltrich, just needs to keep focus, snap high, extend her elbow, and just hit that ball high up in the air. She took it around her neck there.
Pacheco for the Tigers. Langler couldn't keep control of that ball. Tigers get their 13th point in the third set. Tigers absolutely roaring. Smiles all over the court. They're loving what they're seeing so far. Miscommunication by the Knights forces another Edison point. Multiple errors committed so far this set by the Knights, giving the Tigers a lead. Maypeen setting up Eltrich, and Eltrich again couldn't snap it over the net.
Yeah, if you're Eltrich, you got to have a short memory. Shake it off. Yeah, you made a couple errors, but your team needs you right now on the outside to make some big swings.
Pacheco, the ball falling quickly to the court. Pacheco with a great serve. And swing of the Tigers.
Yeah, Maypeen, the freshman setter, it's tough, but you got to make a quick call there and call for help. She didn't say much there. The ball landed, and McCormick thought she'd be taking it. So if you're a setter and you can't move your feet there in time, you just got to say help, and then another player will step in and take it for you. But good timeout call.
Right there, you see the huddle. Will Staley pushing the team. What's going on? Simply, what is happening in this third set?
It looks like serve receive, but it all comes down to confidence. I mean, these Knights players are all good passers, but you can just see their expressions, their demeanor, that they're just not too confident right now. So you just talk to them, calm them down, try to encourage them, remind them that they're good players, that they can handle this. So some serious soul searching right now by the Knights, and let's see what Coach Staley can do.
And you saw right there, Eltrich had her chances in that third set, getting the kill, but then those two go straight to the net, and that certainly does not help her confidence.
Yeah. If I'm a freshman setter right now, I'm going back to my outside. What your outside hitter needs is when they're making errors to not be avoided and start sending other people. Just go back to them one more time. If they get a kill, all it takes is one, and you're back in the game. You're locked in.
So out of the timeout, Pacheco back to serve for the Tigers. Plays it over. Maypeen looking to set up McCormick. Grimes keeps it alive, looks to go over the net. That does. And the Tigers are going to point after the referee blows their whistle for a foul. Pacheco, the nice run so far for Edison. Her serve, as I mentioned, the broadcaster's curse, as she can't keep it in the court. So a point for the Knights.
Knights need a big run right now. You're down 9 points.
Katie McCormick looking to start it. Abid with a huge swing. And will give the Tigers their 18th point.
That ball caught the back line.
Joe Rack. Back to strip with Tigers. Langlow with a huge kill. Trying to get Bullard something to work on.
Yep. That's what happens when you get a good pass. When you get a good pass like that, the middle blocker has to stay home. They can't cheat to the outside because of the third, the middle attack. Push the ball outside, you get one block up.
Dixon will check into the front row for Rusan. Tigers miscommunication gives the Knights a point.
Yeah, Mackenzie Soper looks a little shocked there after that one. I've had that happen to me many times. You're on the run and the ball just slips through your fingers.
Knights looking great at the run, as you said, Brent. What a time to do if they can. Get serving for the Knights. Grimes keeps in the air. Soper can't put it over.
Yeah, that ball's a little too far off the net to dump. If you're going to dump the ball, you want it to be on the tape so you can put it straight down. That ball's about 3 or 4 feet off, and she's put it into the net there.
Haley gets her serve, goes straight to the net. So the Tigers will get a point. And that's a huge for the Tigers. As you can see, Bullard's trying to find their momentum, and they're starting to find it.
Yep, server's errors are the ultimate rally killer, like we said in the keys to the game.
Soper had a mistake earlier, and she picks another one as her serve can't stay in court.
If you're the Knights, you got to be fired up after that. You miss the serve, you got 19 points, it's kind of deflating, and they come back and give you a free point back. So you got to have some fire here and take advantage of that.
Emma Hyatt is certainly the person you want if you're Bullard. Grimes plays to the back line of Bullard. Hyatt sends up Langler. Langler with a big swing that goes out. So Tigers hit their 20th point. Habib back to serve for Edison. Habib forces Langlo to move around. Langlo moves back, sends it over the net. Tigers going to send Chang on the outside. And the Tigers will take advantage of Bullard's miscommunication.
Yeah, smart play, just going easy on that swing. Don't have to do too much on that. Shows a lot of composure, not swinging really hard there.
Habib having a great run for Edison. Height sets up her back row player. Soper forces Habib just to play it over. Height looks up Dixon with aggression. Instead, Gresham with the kill.
That's the go set, and we've only seen one of those plays run since that first set. They ran one last set near the end. They need to get her going.
So senior Peyton Langlow back to serve for the Knights. Soper goes to Chang. Chang gets blocked, and the Tigers can't keep it up. And Bullard will steal a point. Soper keeps it a play. Big swing hits the basket. Tigers win the point.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. You knew a Knights player was going to be there to pass that, but when it hits the backboard like that from the basketball hoop that's raised way up there, it shoots straight down really fast and kind of catches you really off guard.
Grimes back to serve it for the Tigers. Height plays it to Gresham. Gresham with a nice touch. Tigers there to read it. Who's for that jump rock? Hits the net, and the Tigers with a lucky point.
Yeah, Gresham's got to be a little bit more aware there. She was off the net. She's a front row player, so her starting position should be on that tape to put that ball down.
Grimes teeing it up. Height goes far side. McCormick. Tigers keep it up. Grimes plays it over. Height setting up once again for McCormick, excuse me. Super bumps it over. Height goes to Gresham. Gresham with a nice touch, trying to find an offset area for the Tigers. She does just that. Gresham, heads up play, gives Bullard a point.
Smart play there. But awesome dig by Jobrack on the Edison side. One-handed dig with the beach style roll at the end to recover. Pretty impressive.
Rusan, her serve is an ace. Huge ace for Rusan.
Yeah, good serve. You're just trying to get some momentum going right now for the Knights. Try to fight back in this set, but even if you lose it, get some points, get that going in the fourth set.
Gabrok, big swing, goes out of play. Tucker Rusan trying to mount the Knights comeback in the third set. Grimes plays it over. Height looking to set up McCormick on the far side of your screen. Height this time goes to Gresham. Gresham finds the open space. They get the Knights for 18 points in the third set. Timeout Edison as they're looking around to see where the momentum went.
Yep. That's what happens. You get a good pass. We keep saying and get that ball high in the air to the middle of the court, and all of a sudden the setter has 4 different options to work with. Their middle, their outside, their backside, and even the back row hitter if they want. And right there you saw Gresham with 1 blocker up because it was a perfect pass. All Edison blockers have to stay in their position.
So another look at Gresham's point that you're mentioning. Height.
Yeah, huge gap in the block there.
Gresham puts it away. Trying to get Bullard up in this crucial third set, as you mentioned. This is huge for both teams.
Yeah, if you're Edison coaching that timeout, you're just telling your team, hey, just relax. We still got a pretty big lead. You're not really too upset or anything like that. You got a big lead. Just trying to calm them down because they get a lot of points, get away from them and their own errors. So you don't want to see that.
Take a look here in the booth. I may be running over from Barron Harper Jr. Doing a great job this match. It's the second ever match here.
Exactly.
Huge rivalry match between the Tigers and the Knights. We're back on CMAX Sports. Across Comcast Channel 94, AT&T Channel 99. Gresham sends it over the net. Ball skyrocketed, almost hit the basket. High, looking to set up Get. Kept alive by the Tigers. Chang, her shot was sent to the net.
Yeah, if you're Chang to swing at the ball there, just try to tip it, try to do a little too much. Just put that ball deep court.
Cookie Rusan mounting. Comeback, Chang plays it over. Rusan goes to Height. Height goes to Gresham. Gresham with a big swing, and it goes in and toys the line, but stays in.
Yep. Good pass, great set, big swing.
Knights down 3 points. Rusan, her serve gets handled by Jamrock. Gresham. Height sets it up, far side. Lord McCormick gets blocked the net. Gresham, big swing again, and it stays in. Deja vu, pass kill.
Same spot. And that all started with the Cookie Rasan cover there on the block. That ball was going straight down pretty quick, but she was there covering. Great hustle play.
Gresham proving vital as well as Cookie Rasan for Bullard. Height plays it over. Grimes forced to play, no set was made. Height setting up McCormick far side. And her ball goes straight to the net. So set point coming up for Edison. They'll give it to Daniela Hernandez. So Hernandez looking to steal the set for the Tigers. McCormick, Height to Gresham. Gresham trying to find the open spot, kept alive by Grimes. Super for the Jamrock. Height keeps it up. Roussan to the back line. Langlos plays it over. Dumped in. Height sets up Gresham. Pacheco with the dig. Shavrock with a big swing that stays in. Referee is consulting about it. The Tigers will get the point and get the third set.
That was huge. Huge set win by the Tigers there, going into set 4 with a 2-1 lead. 1 game away from taking it.
So Edison with a huge third set win, winning 25-21. They won the second set 26-24. Bullard hanging on to their first set win 26-24. So the Tigers could put this match away with a fourth set win. As you mentioned earlier, if we go to a fifth set, only 15 they'll play to.
Exactly.
By 2, of course.
Yep.
Coach Will Staley gathering his team around. He's going to motivate them.
Yep.
We're back here in the booth. And if you're Bullard right here, what's Coach Staley saying?
I mean, right now, when you have a team evenly matched against you like the Edison Tigers here, for both teams really, if you're both coaches, you're telling us to have fun. It sounds cliche, it's a super cliche saying, but we saw the Tigers in the beginning of that first set. Every point, the players are going nuts, they're laughing, they're high-fiving and having a lot of fun. The Knights look a little bit deflated even after big kills. So you didn't get your points for the Knights, get a few big kills to start the set. Go nuts, have fun. That's going to be so big, is the deciding factor, the X factor with teams that are so evenly matched is who's going to bring the energy after every single point. And Tigers did that set, Knights did the first set, but who's going to do it in game number 4?
Edison looks so loose right now during this break. They're dancing around, singing.
Yeah.
They're acting like absolutely nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
And on the other side, looking at Bullard's locked in, one talking to himself like, what is going on?
Exactly.
Wondering what's happening.
Yep.
And that's huge for them, for Edison to stay loose.
Yeah, first of all, you're playing Earth, Wind, and Fire, so you got to dance a little bit to that. Yeah, but second of all, yeah, they're loose, they're having fun, Knights are focused. I mean, they got to be a little focused, but because you're down 2-1, you're in the timeout, your coach is talking to you, lock in, listen to what he's saying. Coach Staley was a great player at Bullard. Played for Coach Verduzco, great coach. So he's got a lot to say. You got to listen and just lock in for this next set.
So, I mean, you want to say Anderson's dancing around, of course, but they're still locked in. They're still ready to play. But
exactly.
But it's one of those things where they're relaxed. They feel like this match is in their hands. They don't have to worry about anything right now. There's nothing to play for. A 3-13 record. So you're having fun, as you mentioned, just have fun.
Yeah, exactly. When you're having fun, this game becomes a lot easier. Any sport really becomes a lot easier when you're having a good time. And you see them now having fun, relax. So that's going to be huge. But you got to make sure to not let that get too out of hand, though. Once the game starts, once the whistle blows, the serve gets brought over, you got to lock in. You only celebrate after the point.
We're a minute away.
They still got to win one more.
We're a minute away from the fourth set starting here at the North Gym at Bullard High School. Reminder, we're on CMAC Sports, Comcast Channel 94, AT&T Channel 99, on CMAC.tv. I'm Adrian Lovino, alongside Brent Hampar-Zumia. Brent, of course, played for the boys team here at Bullard. I heard you're a legend back in your day.
Reputation precedes me, I guess, yeah.
So the Tigers trickling onto the court. Getting further from the horse set. This woman right here has been on all night on her screen, showing off her dance moves.
Exactly.
Singing along.
Gotta love it. The crowd's bringing the energy.
Good sized crowd on hand here at Bullard. DJ has also been great here.
Exactly. He's sitting to our right here, actually.
Playing all the hits for both teams here in this rivalry matchup. Student section for both the Tigers and Knights. Habib and Grimes with their handshake. Again, we got to work on something, Brad.
That was pretty good, though. They added a spin move in, too, so we're sitting in chairs, so we can't really do a spin move.
We got to create something now, man. We got to figure it out. After the match, we'll figure it out.
Exactly.
And next match, we'll get it down and show you guys what we can do.
More reason to tune in next match.
Make sure to join us for that broadcast, of course. Emma Height back to serve it for the Knights. Tigers looking for their fourth win this season. Referees making their checks. Make sure the right players are on the court. Emma Height, the captain for this Knight squad. Hyatt sends it over. Soper sets up Grimes. Ball falling around. 3 Knights just looking at it. Fall to the court.
Great hustle play by Russo. They're still getting there, putting the ball up.
Bullard making the sub as Hernandez will come off as Chang comes in. Cassandra Chang goes to the front row alongside Zabib and Grimes. Height looks set up Gresham. Pacheco does a nice job saving it. Grimes plays it over, just blocks the net. Dixon is in the back row. Roussan plays it over. Pacheco to Super to Chang. Chang with the big swing of her own, gets tipped to the net. Pacheco keeps it in play. Edison forced to play it over. They couldn't set it up. Height this time to Gresham. Gresham with a big swing.
Net violation called, but still kill nonetheless.
The Tigers will get the point. Excuse me, the Knights get a point. Getting my 2 teams mixed up.
Yep. And you saw Gresham get set 3 straight times during that rally alone. Out of rotation called. Big call by the down referee. You really don't see that too often. Sometimes you'll see the referees being a little lackadaisical, not checking rotations. But he's on it. Second adaptation call tonight.
Langlow gets bailed out. Chang swings it.
Off the
Hits
antenna.
the antenna. So the Knights with the 3rd point of their set. We've seen these runs out of senior Peyton Langlow before earlier in this match. Net violation against, or a lift call against
Let's call.
against the Tigers. So Knights point. Langlow played just over the net. One of those serves we mentioned all night that are hard to cover.
Yep.
Height sets it up to Gresham. Super with the Grimes. Grimes hits it off the referee. To be a Knights point.
I mean, that all started with that Peyton Langlow serve. She served it right to the side corner of the court and served it at the setter, so Tigers couldn't run their offense because the setter had to take that first ball.
Beeb gives it back to Grimes. Violation call against the Knights. Tigers point.
Violation. Point. Tigers. Back for Edison, Jade Davis.
Amani Abib
Amani Habib.
back to serve it for the Tigers. Abib serve goes out. The service air gives the Knights their 6th point of this 4th set. Lauren Dixon serving for the Knights. Ball making our way towards here. We get a bump at the scorer's table. Super goes hard into the scorer's table, hits the referee. Referee says he's fine. Our camera, not so much.
No,
but you
our
saved
camera's
it, Brent.
hurting.
But Brent, you saved it. Good job on that. Dixon back to Bullard. This time goes out off the court as their serve goes wide. So point for Edison. So Grimes plays it over the net for Edison. Height sets it up, far side. Grimes skyrockets it out of the court. So point for the Knights. Double substitution for Bullard. Puts Matt Peegan back to serve.
Yeah, Hyatt's been running a really good offense. Now with the new setter coming in, she's got to keep it going.
How crucial is that for your second setter to come in and keep that offense running?
That's tough, yeah.
How tough is that?
I mean, all you got to do after that one is, like we keep saying, short memory. This next ball, she's the setter. She's got to be the heart and soul of the offense. So next play is going to be a great set, make up for it right now.
Hernandez set up the Tigers.
Not much you can do there with that tough pass, though.
So double hit gets the Tigers point. Tigers down 3 points in the fourth set, but they lead 2-1. Hernandez puts it over. Rusan keeps it in play. Tupon gets it to Jabarok. So the outside hitter is the Knights. Edison recover. Force it over. Pacheco does a great job. Super gives it to Grimes. Grimes with a kill.
Back row attack. She called for the A ball, which is the back row attack on that far side of the court, and put it between the block, it looked like.
So Hernandez on our third serve this sequence of play.
Great cover.
Ball sent down by Davis. Super plays it back to Grimes. Grimes hit over.
Double contact.
Double
set.
Call against the Tigers. A point for the Knights.
And that play by the Knights libero, Cookie Rasan, backing up her middle blocker there. That's just an intangible you really can't coach. She just hustled in and was right behind her just in case that ball was set just a bit too high. Footfall on the serve.
What a huge mistake.
Yep.
The Tigers get a point.
Rotation violation, point, Tigers.
The rotation violation instead of football, but nonetheless, huge mistake no matter what.
Yep.
Pacheco, her serve goes straight to the net.
Get it back.
Bullard have to be loving that.
Yep. Nothing better than getting a point given to you.
Cookie Rusan, serving for the Knights. Abib gets set up. Nice, do a good job. Keep it up. Abib with the block. Gives the Tigers a point.
At the big swing that forces the out-of-system set, then finishes it off with the block. Making her presence known early or midway in the set.
Joe Rack, her serve goes into the net. So the Knights with the point. Double substitution will give Emma Hyatt the serve.
And this is their best offensive rotation. Emma Hyatt serving, Gresham on the opposite side.
Hyatt plays it over. Grimes. Dixon plays it back over with the touch. Grimes. Rusan. Hyatt to Gresham. But it'll stay in. Knights get the point.
Generous call for the Knights there. It looks like it evened out. Looks like a couple double sets there on the Edison side, so it all evens out.
Hyatt back again for the Knights serving. Ball gets touched over. Graham with the light ball played over. Ball is in between multiple Knights for a Tigers point.
That's something as a coach that'll drive you a little bit wild there when a ball gets tipped in front of your players. You got to be hitting the floor, trying your best to pick that up.
Sansa Chain comes in for Daniela Hernandez, a substitution we've been accustomed to seeing all match long. Ball hit into the stands by the Knights. Give the Tigers their 10th point of the set. Soper plays it over. Hyatt to set up her far side. And Etrick. Knights get the point.
That really shows Corinne Kovakovic's poise. Gets aced 1 point. Next serve, the Tigers go right back at her, which really is customary to serve the player that just got aced. Comes back with a perfect pass.
Laying low. Pacheco. Grimes gets blocked at the net, but it'll fall on the wrong side for the Knights as the Tigers will get the point.
Edison Tigers pulling out a very high level play. The combination, you see Grimes is usually an outside hitter, but she calls for an X2, which is when she comes inside and hits the ball out of the middle, and it confuses the Knights defense.
Abib back to serve for the Tigers. Hits the net, stays on the other side. Gets blocked the net. Abib keeps it alive. Chang hits it over. Hyatt looks at Gresham. Ball set for Grimes. Grimes the big swing. Hyatt plays it in the air. Gets sent over by Gresham. Super plays it to Davis. Davis with a light touch. Knights keep it in play. Gresham, big swing. Super to Grimes. Grimes with a huge kill as it gets blocked the net, but the Knights couldn't keep it on the other side. So the Tigers receive the point. They're 12th of this set.
And their out to hitters doing it all. Their one out to hitter with the great dig in their back row with Joe Brack, then set to Grimes, the overpowering kill through the block.
Each set has been closely contested, and it continues the trend here in the fourth set. Ball falls in between 4 Edison Tigers. One of those things where you don't know who's calling for the ball.
Yeah, exactly. It's customary when you have the back row player coming in, since they're coming back the front, it's easier. Maybe it's Joe Brack's ball, but regardless, got to communicate a little bit more.
Dixon back to serve. Her ball goes out of play. So she'll get the ball right back to the Tigers.
That's been happening a lot this match. Teams are just giving each other the free points. Someone's got to take advantage.
Michaela Grimes and the Tigers looking to do just that. McCormick plays it straight to the court. Tigers even this set up at 14-14. Grimes looking to get the Tigers their lead. Height goes to Gresham. Chang gets in there. Super. Chang plays it over. Height looks at McCormick. Davis. Usan into the air. Pacheco plays it a Super. Goes out to Joe Rack. Be a violation against the Knights. Tigers point. So they take the lead.
Tough break there. Knights had both teams had a really great rally going.
No substitution. And she goes back to the bench as Hernandez. Grimes plays it over. Laying low to Height. Height to Gresham. Gresham gets blocked, but doesn't go. The other way for Edison. The Knights tie it back up at 15.
You got Jenna Markarian making her way into the match. She came in earlier this set, but looks like the Knights are running her the opposite hit or two behind Gresham.
Maypeen plays it over Pacheco with a wrong hit. Grimes and Super did a great job bailing her out. Jet forces a difficult ball for the Tigers to play. And the Knights take a 16-15 lead here in the fourth set. Super setting up Chang. Chang couldn't keep her ball on the other side of the net. Stays on the Tiger side. So the Knights take a 2-point lead.
Yeah, if you're tipping like that, you got to make sure you're pushing that ball deep into the court, not close to the net.
Joe Rack to Super, back to Joe Rack. Joe Rack, her shot goes straight into the net. Timeout Edison as Bullard takes an 18-15 lead in the fourth set.
Yeah, Tigers are starting to lose it a little bit. Just call the timeout, only 3 points. Making some hitting errors, which was something they did not do that third game.
We have some replays we can take a look at here on CMAX Sports.
Great ball by the libero. Run the opposite. Big swing. The Knights need a lot of that.
Those big swings have proven difficult for the Tigers to cover. Grimes have had her own.
Yeah, that was that back row attack there, running the A ball.
Tips just not falling the way as a beat there for the Tigers. Tigers are at a play. They're back on the court with 20 seconds remaining on their timeout remaining.
Yep.
Bullard still meeting up.
Taking full advantage of their time.
That is first-year head coach Will Staley directing his team. They're trying to steal this fourth set to force a fifth set.
Yep. Got to keep this serving.
Maypeen back for the Knights. Keeps it in play. Chang with the big switch to the back row. Langley keeps it alive. McCormick just played over, gets bumped
Off the
across.
tape, yeah. Oh, a block.
And the Tigers with the point. So Hernandez will check in for Chang. Chang will get a breather after her hard work on the last point. Hernandez, her ball dips down. Goes blocked, the Tigers can't keep it up. The Knights get their 19th point.
Now you see Soper right there talking to her middle blocker after that point, telling her, I got it. Middle blocker kind of reached in and took that ball, let the setter get it there.
Eldridge checks in, McCormick serving for the Knights. Well played at Joe Rex.
Great
Two
dig.
Knights colliding on their side of the court. Pacheco, Soper to Davis. Davis goes back row, and the Tigers get their 17th point.
Great swing, put it deep court. That's all you got to do. Looks like a change going for receive.
Pacheco serving for Edison. Eldridge finds a space, just a point for the Knights.
Good job by Roussan there. That ball was served at Kovakovic, but Roussan stepped in and took it. She's the libero, she's the captain of the defense in the backcourt, so helping her teammate out and taking that ball from her.
Roussan, her serve goes barely over the net. Grimes plays the back row, Pacheco just plays it over, but it goes outside.
Crucial error there.
Bullard get the point. Front line loving that. Hooker Roussan goes to Hernandez. Super to Jorek. Jorek just touches it over. Roussan there. Maypeen can't keep it alive as well as Eldridge. Point for the Tigers.
Yeah, Maypeen's got to let that ball get down a little bit lower and take it with two hands, not go up high with one and hit it back over.
Jorek. Maypeen trying to set up her teammate. B back row. Roussan keeps it up. Maypeen to Eldridge. Eldridge just bumped with the net, but a point for the Knights.
Yep, the
and the Tigers
freshman,
couldn't find it.
Freshman outside showing a lot of composure. Big rally, big point in the match. Still swings hard, high off the hands, gets the kill, and now the Knights have their best rotation coming in with Emma Hyatt.
The captain back to serve for Bullard. Super, let's go to Grimes. Grimes with a huge swing for Bullard. For Edison, excuse me.
That's the Edison offense right there. Joe Brack with the awesome pass, great platform. Soper with the nice fast set, and then Grimes with the big swing, just too strong for the block.
So Chang checks in for Hernandez. Sandra Chang has been a crucial part with Grimes and Embiid into that front line for Edison. Huge swing by Bullard, gives their 23rd point on the fourth set.
There's the freshman, Emily Eldridge.
She certainly forgot about those third set jitters, right?
Exactly.
As you mentioned, just keep on feeding her that ball. She'll eventually get it, and
yep.
She has found it.
That's what you got to do as a setter. That shows maturity on Emma Hyatt's part, going after the hitters on your team that are struggling a little bit. Give them a chance to make up for it.
Langlow serving for the Knights. Height setting up Gresham. Ball hits the basket. They find the bounce. Ball played over by Jobert. Height setting up Gresham. Blocked by the Tigers. Grimes and a big team up.
Huge block there. That would have given the Knights game point, but now it's 23-20 and the Tigers are still right there.
So Embiid back to serve for the Tigers. She teed up with Grimes with that huge block. She has had some service aces this match, but this serve goes straight into the net.
Knights have 4 straight set points here. Stay calm, keep your serve in. No errors.
So Lauren Dixon on set point for Bullard. Looking to send it to the 5th set, but her serve goes out of play.
Got a side out.
So the Tigers get another chance. Looking to win this match. They still have 3 more points to tie it up. Grimes back to serve it for Edison. Height. Super. Good check. Grimes just touches it over. Gresham with a light pass over. Roussan. Height. Ball falls to the court. McCormick gives the 4th set to Bullard as we're even up at 2-2. And we're going to go to 5th set
Yep.
in this rivalry matchup.
They're calling the captains over. On the 5th set, you do another coin toss. It's like it's own match altogether. So now we can talk a little 5th set strategy. So first of all, it's its own match altogether. The first 4 don't matter. It's a new coin toss, and after that you decide server side, and it's a game to only 15. So that's huge because there's no margin for error really. That's what it comes down to. I mean, it's only to 15, still win by 2, which is important. There's no cap, so go up as high as you want it to go to. And now we have some replays for you guys to look at from that last game. But if you're coaches for both teams, let's take a look at these first.
McCormick gets stuffed at the net. Davis with a kill of her own. Oakley really had her mistakes in the 3rd set taken away with a huge 4th set.
Huge block there by Edison.
We saw in the height, just at McCormick.
That's that match point, the game point.
Yep.
A little miscommunication. Yeah, if you're coaches right now, you're telling both your teams it's a race to 8. That's always a strategy when you're playing to 15. Race to 8. Whichever team makes it to 8 points first has a huge advantage. Because at 8 points, both teams switch sides. It's not a timeout, it's just a quick side change and you're back playing. So you tell your team, let's be the first to 8 right now. Then from there, the match is ours. That's what you always gotta tell them. If we get to 8 first, we'll win. Instill that in their minds, they'll race to that and they'll keep it flowing all the way through to 15.
At the end of the 3rd set, Bullard was the ones looking around, figuring out what happened. Edison, no more dancing on their bench. They're looking around thinking, what happened? We had all the momentum on our side. Everything was rolling for us, and now we're getting a huge talking to by Coach McFadden as well as his assistants.
Yeah, I think they had almost like a 11 or 12 point lead there in the 3rd set, and now all of a sudden, the Knights come back a little bit in that 3rd set, get the momentum, carry that into the 4th. Air-free volleyball, better serve receive. The setters are setting a lot better, getting balls higher in the air for their big hitters to get up and reach at. And it paid off, and now set 5. Who knows what can happen here. Coach Daly focused, looking sharp as always though. Got to point that out.
Well, that blazer with that blue combo.
Yep.
Huge 5th set, as you mentioned, Brent. 15 that they play to, win by 2, of course. We've certainly seen 5th sets where as quickly it gets to 15, it could be a 15-2, it could be a 20 to 9 or 18.
Yep.
You never know in this 5th set how they're gonna go.
Yeah, I've seen matches go 26-24 in a 5th set. Both teams don't want to give an inch, and so that's what makes 5th set volleyball so fun, is that it's do or die time. You don't have a set after this, so the game can go way above 15, but no team wants that. That's a lot of pressure. No one wants to play in that environment. You want to get it done as quickly as possible.
So we wait to see who's going to come out on top in this rivalry matchup between the Edison Tigers and Bullard Knights. We're here in the North Gym at Bullard High School on CMAC Sports, Comcast Channel 94, AT&T Channel 99, on CMAC.tv. I'm Adrian Lovett alongside Brent Hamparzumian. Great match on CMAC Sports.
Looks like Bullard's going to be serving first here. So if you're the Edison Tigers, and if you're a back row setter with Edison serving first. So same idea holds. If you're Bullard and serve receive right now, you're Emma Hyatt, you're calling the play right now, telling your team, let's get a good pass, let's run possibly an option play where Gresham can come in from the middle and run an X, a high ball in the middle, or a shoot fast set to the outside. But in serve receive, on this first play, you got plenty of time. You're still waiting for a lineup, so you're telling your teammates what exactly you want run.
Super. Getting ready to serve it up for Edison. Here in the 5th set.
Big first ball right here for the Tigers.
Kansas Super plays it over. McCormick with the mistake. Gresham keeps it alive. Usan plays it over after miscommunication by the Knights. Abib sends it home, and the Tigers will get the first point of the deciding 5th set.
And Coach Staley for the Knights not really happy about that call there. He thought it might have been a lift in the middle, kind of took the ball from behind her head, but ref doesn't agree. Great set.
Ball tips over the hands of Super. Bullard quickly ties the set up at 1-1. Langlow back to serve for Bullard. Pacheco puts right over. Habib heads up play. Height set up Dixon. Nice dig by the Tigers. Ball tipped up by the Tigers to Grimes. Grimes plays it over by the net. Height looking to send it back row for Langley. Gets sent home by Habib for the block.
Big solo block out of the back row. That's a tough ball to solo because the back row hitter has so much court to work with. You got to go to one of the corners. You got to know the middle blocker's up there.
So Habib back there to serve after the block. She's accustomed to doing. Plays it over the net. She played a service air last time. Habib skies it into the air. Super to Jorek. And it stays in. Huge point for the Tigers. Take a 3-1 lead.
Got to go for everything with the Knights. You don't want to let it go down to fate to see if the ball goes in or out. Attack the ball, get that good pass up high in the air.
Habib back once again for the Tigers. Usan, Height to aggression. She gets point of the Tigers. So keep it to the Knights. Down 1 point now.
And her new middle blocker for the Tigers getting some action here. Jade Davis, number 7, coming into the middle.
Ball play out of play by the Tigers. Knights get the point, and we're back even at 3-3.
Typical 5th set here. Teams going back and forth.
Usan, serve goes straight into the net. Edison get an early service air point. Grimes serving for the Tigers. Ball goes straight to the net by the Knights. Tigers get another point, up 5-3.
That set's a little bit low there. Gresham's got to be a little bit smarter with that ball and his place it. Don't try to go for the big kill.
Grimes looking to start a run for the Tigers. Height sets it up, close to the net. No foul calls. Edison get the point for their 6th in the 5th set, and they're rolling.
Yep. No need to worry for the Knights. You're just fine. Just relax and get a good pass.
Tigers smiling on their side of the court. Grimes barely misses the net. Great serve by her. McCormick plays it over. Pacheco bumps it over the net. It'll fall for a Knights point. Double substitution for Bullard. Puts Mappine back to serve for the Knights.
Yeah, Jenna Markarian getting the nod for the 5th set to be opposite hitter number 2.
Grimes, the Super. Mappine, Usan to McCormick. McCormick with a big swing. Great dip of Pacheco. Ball shuffled around on Bullard's side. Nice save by Edison. Great rally for this point. McCormick. Grimes keeps it alive. Super goes to Jorek. Usan gets hit in the air. McCormick saves the Knights. Davis with a swing of her own. McCormick takes it to Pacheco with a nice dig, but it falls to the net. But Tigers keep it alive, but they get called for a foul as Bullard takes the point. What a rally.
Yeah, amazing play right there. During that whole ride by Laylee Pacheco, 2 huge digs moving to her right.
Mappine. Edison wants to kill it down. Bullard did a great job keeping it up. Langlow puts it in the point. Nice. McCormick this time with a kill. Huge kill from McCormick as Bullard is only 1 point down.
Well, they tied it up.
Oh, they tied it up now. The Bullard scoreboard didn't change on me. Sorry about that. Grimes couldn't keep it in play. Knights take a 7-6 lead as they come storming back. Mapine with a run of her own. Super plays her Jorek. Jorek with a light touch. We saw to McCormick. McCormick Grimes tips it over to Super. Jorek lets it go. McCormick takes a light touch and it goes straight into the net. Tigers point. So we're back at 7.
Need a stronger touch from McCormick there. Went in a little bit hesitantly there. Very soft, touch the net. Gotta have strong hands, strong fingers, and push that ball deep.
Knights do a great job, keen to get in play. Super, instead of Jorek. Jorek with a huge swing gets to 8-7 as they switch sides.
Oh, they're staying.
They're staying.
Yep.
So back to serve for the Tigers is Hernandez. Roussan. Pacheco bumps it over. Roussan, right. And the Knights win the point. A substitution coming on for the Knights. Emily Eldridge checks in. McCormick serving. Super to the Jorek. Jorek finds inside the court, and the Tigers go up 9-8.
I mean, Joe Bruck's had great ball control all game, making great digs, rolling after, tough sets, still putting it in really hard to hit corners.
Pacheco serving. Eldridge, the fresh with the huge swing, is blocked at the net. Ball stays in play as Hernandez lets it go.
Jenna Markarian, first kill of the match since she came in the fourth set, puts it far corner, and that was huge, tied it up at 9.
Haley Getz serving it up, tied at 9, and she serves it into the net. Tigers take a 10-9 lead.
Another serving error.
Jorek played into the air. Abib sent to the back row. Roussan keeps it up. Just head down the line. And the Tigers get their 11th point of the 5th set.
Tigers are staying composed. They're getting good balls over the net.
Timeout, Bullard.
Yeah, big timeout. Not freaking out when the ball comes to them and just executing their game plan, getting the ball to their best players, and it's paying off.
The Tigers are 4 points away from winning this match in the deciding 5th set. Momentum has certainly been on their side. Bullard looking to try to create something. But as we expect with these two teams, expect the unexpected.
Exactly. Tigers are already ready. Not much you say as a coach there if you're the Edison coach. Things are going well, your team's playing well, to say, hey, get out there, keep doing what you're doing. Let them get back on the court, let them talk amongst themselves now.
They're certainly loose, ready to get the action back in play. Head coach Will Staley.
Gets the Knights out early too.
10 seconds remaining on their timeout.
And you want to get back on the court fast. All the players are antsy to get back into it. You don't want to be off the court for over a minute.
Jorek puts the ball in play. Mapine with the setup. Eldridge. Super plays it over quickly, and the Tigers get their 12th point.
Miscommunication by the Knights. They ran a shoot set to the outside. The hitter wasn't there.
Jorek plays it over. Mapine falls on that net. And the Tigers take their 13th point of the 5th set. They're 2 points away from winning this match.
Knights need this point right now.
Jorek plays it over. Mapine wants to set up Eldridge. Eldridge a huge swing to the back line, and she wins the point as the ball flies into the stands. Double substitution for the Knights coming up.
Confident swing. giving the Knights a chance to have their best rotation in.
Emma Hyatt. Hyatt back to serve for Bullard. Just checked in. Pacheco, the super. Goes to Grimes. Hits off the net and it falls. Tigers on match point now. And looking to seal the victory here in the North Gym at Bullard High School.
Mackenzie Soper, the setter, back to serve. She's had a good float serve all night, very consistent.
Soper looking to give the Tigers a win. Goes to Gresham. Sets up Dixon. Blocked. Gresham blocking him at B.
Great cover.
Goes to the back row, and it stays in on the line.
Wow, gutsy play, going for the back corner shot, and it paid off.
Bullard get their 11th point, and they're certainly not done. Langlow will go back to serve for the Knights.
3 match points now for the Tigers.
Grimes skies it. Ball play to Jorek. Height looking to step up our side. Saved by Jorek. Super setting up Grimes. Grimes sends it down, and the Tigers come into the North Gym and defeat Bullard 15-11 in the 4th set.
Wow. And it all started in that last point with the amazing dig by Jorek coming in out of the left back, getting that ball up, and none other than Michaela Grimes finishing off with a big kill on the outside.
What a match indeed. Rivalry
Definitely.
game. Throw out the records. Tigers improved to 4-13 on the season. For the Knights, they dropped to 11-18 in 2017. Both teams had amazing play this whole match. Emma Haidt was great for Bullard, and Grimes for Edison.
Yep.
A beat down the late in the stretch.
Yep. The Knights pulled it, the Tigers pulled it together. Players, the middle stepped up big time. The 2 outsides did what they do best. They're the top 2 players in the team. I talked to the coaches beforehand, that's what they said. And when it comes down to the 5th set, you go to your star players, you go to the players you know are gonna get it done for you. And they went to Jorek and Grimes, and it paid off. They got the win. A gritty one, but it's still a win nonetheless.
The Tigers seemed loose all match and locked in and focused, and they really seemed like they wanted this one.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it came down to. That's what the 5th set's all about. Air-free volleyball and that extra energy. The Knights, they had the energy, but they had some errors. They missed like 3 serves and didn't have too many good passes and serve receives. So that will happen sometimes if you gotta lock in. And the Tigers came in and ready to execute their game plan. So it paid off for them, definitely.
There's some highlights of this match for you coming up right now between the Edison Tigers and the Bullard Knights. You can get those up shortly.
Yeah.
There we go. Here's a replay. Break us down to what you were seeing earlier.
Let's see, big gap on the outside. Yeah, it falls down. That happens when you have a quick set. That was that early in the game play there. Yeah, that's on top of the Jorek ball control. Not even jumping, just takes the ball and placed it in the corner.
McCormick.
Smart play
sent
from
that one
McCormick,
down.
yep.
Jorek.
That was a huge kill in the middle of that game that really paid off for them.
It's hard to really pick an MVP of this match.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Everyone played well. There's all the players that we thought would play well did, so they did a good job. Jorek played well, Grimes played well, and for the Knights, Hyatt ran the offense really well out of the background. Even the freshman center, once again, I talked about this in our last broadcast, but Kadiana Mapine comes in as the number 2 setter, still maintains the tempo of the offense. But if I'm choosing an MVP right now, I got to say Jorek. She was all around. She was steady. Grimes got the big kills, but on defense, Jorek was there. On the tough ball, out of system, Jorek was there, so I got to give it to her.
You always hear that cliche that it was a team win from coaches.
Yeah.
But this certainly was legitimately a team win.
It really was, yeah. They kept their serves in. Both teams, for the most part, just played air-free volleyball. Everyone contributed. The Knights got in almost every player in their roster. Same with the Tigers in the 5th set, going with the new middle blocker. So truly a team win there.
So the Edison Tigers come into North Gym and defeat the Bullard Knights 3-2. For everyone at our CMAC crew, for Brent Hampar-Zumi, and I'm Adrian Lubino saying good night from Bullard High School.